Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, shares, for your support of this channel, but most importantly for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, happy Friday! We have made it through another week. We are about to walk into another beautiful weekend, and today, for those of you that pay attention to this type of stuff, it is 8/8/25, August 8th. It is the Lionsgate portal. So cosmically, I guess you could say that there's a lot happening planetary-wise in terms of shifting, in terms of letting go, in terms of finding higher voices of wisdom, whether that's within you or seeking counsel from maybe through prayer, through meditation, through someone you respect. Interesting energy that's coming in right now. But however you find yourself today in this present moment when you're listening to this message, I hope it is with a sense of optimism, a sense of renewal, particularly as we are coming out of the Mercury retrograde, which officially ends this Monday, August 11th. Yes, I was keeping track. But let's see if there's any information or advice that Spirit would like to share with us at this time that is for our highest collective good. Holy Spirit. Whoa, okay. That's really quick, but I'm being told to take it. And I will say that out of these 4 cards, only one of them is not represented by air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That might mean something for someone. And one is fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. For some reason, I was asked to share that first. It doesn't mean that you or your person of interest are under any of these astrological signs, but I do feel it's about the energy, okay, that's associated with it. We have the Knight of Swords. He's still out there. He's still riding around. He is still dropping information and causing fights and strife and discontent wherever this individual, male or female, goes. This individual has everyone in an 8 of Swords right now, okay? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy again, feeling mentally trapped, feeling as if they cannot move out of a very, very difficult situation. It's to do with this individual, the Page of Wands. Now this could be someone who is younger. This could also be a child. But I do feel in the context of this energy, this is an adult who is acting incredibly immaturely and who is still interesting. They're still trying to defend themselves here, but they're doing it really badly because they've been caught. Page of Swords energy, more air energy. Okay, so some of you in the collective, you're going to pick up on what this is right away, particularly again if you have been flowing with the other collective readings, because they have all connected to each other and they all do seem to have the same kind of theme, the same kind of narrative. But I feel as if at the time that I'm coming in to do this reading, I feel that Spirit has brought me into a massive fight. Some type of disagreement, some type of conflict, some type of argument that is going on right now. And I did pick up this energy in the previous reading, but coming into it, the way that Spirit has brought me into it today, I can feel it. I can feel the animosity, looking at that Knight of Swords. I can feel the anger and the inability to move, looking at the 8 of Swords. I can literally hear this person, this Page of Wands energy, male or female, trying as hard as they can to argue, not even to explain, to passionately argue. There's a lot of fire energy coming from that Page of Wands because they are trying to hold to their convictions. And again, if it's not an adult that is emitting this energy, you could be dealing with most definitely a younger individual. I'm going to say a younger adult, maybe someone who's in their late teens, early 20s, or we could go younger and say that this is a child. But looking at the Page of Swords, this person has been called out because of this Knight of Swords. I'm looking at the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. And this is what is fueling this argument. Because wherever this Knight of Swords goes, this person is causing conflict, they're causing dissension, they're causing arguments. I do believe that this Knight of Swords is intimately connected with this Page of Wands and a Page of Swords. So we could also be dealing with two very separate energies. Again, both coming in as very immature in how they are approaching whatever this conflict is, whatever this argument is. But again, they're calling each other out. Particularly as I look at this Page of Swords energy, who is going to battle, interesting, with this Knight of Swords. Because again, there's a lot of mutual spying going on in this scenario. So again, collective, please only take what resonates. This could be to do with your family, your social circle, your work group, wherever, however this is resonating for you. There is blow up after blow up after blow up after blow up that's happening because of this Knight of Swords energy. Who is the Knight of Swords and what do they mean to the collective? Show me the Knight of Swords, please. Wow. This is what everyone is fighting about. Now, this could be you, collective. I'm not sure quite yet. But I'm feeling like this could be you. Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, okay. So this is, to me, piggybacking off the last reading. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which has started to become a frequent flyer in all of the collective readings. The Wheel of Fortune is represented by all four of the fixed signs. Yeah, I just got my own confirmation. I will get there for you in just a second. The Wheel of Fortune is represented by Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. Someone has had a downturn in fortune, Wheel of Fortune to the Eight of Swords because of your success, that Nine of Pentacles energy again. Because everybody now has the truth about what happened to you, collective. Ace of Swords, more air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, arts to be placed underneath that Page of Wands, who has been outed, I'm being told, by another energy coming in as the Page of Swords. And I don't know whether this Page of Swords is working in collaboration with this Knight of Swords, or whether they are the same energy that is coming in as both the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords. To the Ace of Swords. This person was spying. I believe that Knight of Swords is also this Page of Swords. And they're the ones that is confronting this Page of Wands energy. Male or female, however that might resonate for you. And I say that because when I look down at the table, look who that Page of Swords is staring at. Right? I believe this Page of Swords, whomever it is that's been doing the spying and the watching, is also this Knight of Swords that is now actively traveling around, telling everyone about you as a Nine of Pentacles in everything that you are doing. This is the truth that's being spoken, right? With this Ace of Swords, there's clear clarity and understanding about who exactly you are, collective. And remember, you're only taking what resonates, because it has either your past person, your family member, your former friend, your colleague, whomever this or whatever this might mean to you, in that Eight of Swords and as a Page of Wands. male or female. This person has been called out for being a liar. I just heard a damn liar. I wasn't sure whether I should repeat that, but I repeat what I hear. This person is being called a damn liar. Because whatever this Page of Swords, who came in right at the start of the reading as a Knight of Swords, has witnessed, this individual is sharing it with anyone and everyone that will listen. And again, can't make it up. The bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, Aries energy. He, again, gender is fluid, as asked to be placed underneath the Page of Swords. There we go. So whomever it was that was spying on this distorted Emperor energy, this could be a husband figure, a father figure, a boss, an employee. Again, remember gender is fluid here, it's neutral. This distorted Emperor has been outed. But again, they've been outed in such a way, it's because of someone's vigilance. Someone was clearly watching this individual and whatever it was that they were doing. And this could definitely have been in a workplace, because at the bottom of the deck I have the Three of Pentacles here. Career, relationships, and home. That is not to be placed underneath that Nine of Pentacles. Your success keeps outing this distorted Emperor. Give me more on the Wheel of Fortune. Why is that here? Look at this. We got the Queen of Swords here. More air energy. This is, again, the separation, divorce. This is the breakup. This is the finality of the breakup. I got corrected. This is the finality of the breakup. Because right now that distorted Emperor is dealing with this distorted Queen of Swords surrounding you, who's coming in as a Nine of Pentacles. Looking at that Ace of Swords to the Queen of Swords, I feel that this karmic co-partner to this Emperor, this distorted Emperor, is currently in an Eight of Swords, because everyone is now aware not only of your success, not only of who you are, but the real reasons why this couple, this duo, whomever it is and whatever they mean to you, are Splitsville. While these two individuals have chosen to go their way. Now I feel whatever narrative it is that they were trying to share with the people around them, again, it's been busted through that Page of Swords energy and that Knight of Swords energy. And I feel, looking at this Page of Wands, this is the energy of the Queen of Swords as well as the distorted Emperor. And I do feel in some aspects there is a child or children that are involved in all of this as well. So again, please only take what resonates. But what I'm looking at is literally a hot mess. It's a hot mess in a continuation of all of the choices and the decisions that your past person or whomever you are thinking about right now chose to make. Looking at that distorted Emperor energy, this was definitely someone who was supposed to be responsible. But in the context of this reading, I feel that it's also someone who absolutely abused their position of power. Whether it was having multiple relationships, whether it was deliberately causing dissension, whether it was within the home or within work, however it might resonate for you, their actions have been seen. Their actions, looking at that Page of Swords energy, has been witnessed. And whatever they did to you in collaboration with this distorted Queen of Swords, who again is in that Eight of Swords energy, because he or she is also losing everything. Looking at that Wheel of Fortune to the Ace of Swords, it's because of the revelations of truth. You are not what or who these individuals try to make you out to be. Knight of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, you're someone who's doing quite well on their own. And I feel, looking at this Nine of Pentacles, even if you are in a relationship, The energy that I'm getting from that Nine of Pentacles, you're only there because you choose to be there. You're able to take care of yourself. You could also be an entrepreneur, looking at that Three of Pentacles. Maybe you work from home. Maybe you work to be in service to other people. However, again, it might resonate for you. But everyone that's mixed up in this crazy circle of chaos, they all have their truth within this Ace of Swords about this distorted Emperor, about this distorted Queen of Swords, and why things between them have broken up. Show me the Ace of Swords, please. That's way too many. I am seeing the Knight of Pentacles. I think that's just, whoa. The Lover's card flipped up. That's to be placed underneath the Ace of Swords. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. This distorted Queen of Swords, she knows what it is, he or she, that this distorted Emperor is up to. The Lover's card is represented by Gemini. It's about a choice. She already knows, this Queen of Swords energy, what choice this distorted Emperor has made. I'm looking right back over at that Nine of Pentacles, because it is still their intention to try to somehow work their way back towards you, collective. Show me more on this Emperor. Who is this Emperor? Wow. We got the Strength card, Leo energy. This distorted Emperor is struggling right now. Struggling with the truth. Struggling with people's reactions. Struggling with people's anger. I believe that financially, yeah, they're also going for a loop right now. Yeah, because we've got the distorted, notice I'm saying distorted Queen of Pentacles to that Queen of Swords again. And then we have the King of Swords, right? This confirms for me, again, this is that divorce. There's that division of assets, because in comes the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, worry, sleepless night, followed again by the Nine of Wands. Inability to move, trying to take a pause in the current battle in order to figure out what to do next, because the money is still an issue with this Page of Pentacles, right? And the concern right now is dividing up the assets still, because someone was called out for cheating. Seven of Swords energy. We've got both of these energies still in a Three of Swords to the Justice, Libra energy, because there has been a decision made in terms of how these two karmics want to proceed. But I feel that the major part of this message today is that they are blocked at every turn. There is no room for this karmic duo to move. And I feel that just as they were spying on you, collective, now people are spying on them. People are getting their own truth. People are being, notice people, and it's a shame, because this is how this karmic duo, this karmic couple operated. They invited everyone and their mother into their lives, into their bed, into their workforce, into their financial affairs. It's as if it's such an odd energy, which is why for the most part I'm convinced that I'm reading a couple of some kind. It's as though they were together, but it was just for show. They were never truly together. There are so many different energies that are still wrapped up with this particular karmic duo. This is why it feels as if the conflict for them will never ever end. There is always going to be someone or something that will come into these people's worlds to upend it. And all of the energy here is immature. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. The only king and queen here is the King and Queen of Swords, because we know that they have gone through, or they finished with that breakup, and that distorted Queen of Pentacles, because it's about the money, it's about the payout. This is why this distorted Emperor is looking over still at you. This is why this distorted Queen of Swords is still looking at you, particularly in that distorted Queen of Pentacles aspect, because you're still over here as the Nine of Pentacles, holding it down for yourself and building your home, your career, and your relationships outside of this. I will also say, looking at this distorted Emperor to the distorted Queen of Swords to the distorted Queen of Pentacles, this distorted Emperor could also have been dealing with these two separate energies, male or female. I also feel that this King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, could also be another energy that's involved in all of this. So, as I said, collective, you know, if you have been resonating with this, I feel that you need to be thankful that you are external to this, that you are on the outside of this, because this is a whole other kind of narrative completely, okay? This is this distorted Emperor having to face off with either who is now a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles and dealing with them as a distorted King of Swords, or it's a distorted Emperor who is dealing with a distorted Queen of Swords, a distorted Queen of Pentacles, and a distorted King of Swords. And then we have the numerous other energies on the outside, right? The madding crowd. These are probably the flying monkeys, the Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, even that Knight of Swords. Because these are all of the people that are still arguing with each other, that are still in conflict with each other, and that are still trying to pass the blame, I'm hearing, onto each other. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding today's energy? We have High Priestess energy with the Piscean energy. All about the secrets and lies, right? Why is the High Priestess here? What hidden knowledge should the collective be aware of? There it is. It's that infamous Ten of Swords again. Everyone is trying to hide. And I'm going to say this, collective, from you, the multiple backstabbings and betrayals that this karmic duo and their band of flying monkeys put you through. And I know some of you said, I don't have money, that might be the case, but looking at the Page of Pentacles to the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords, they actively worked to stop your money. They actively worked to put you in a place of desolation, which is why they are in that Nine of Swords and that Nine of Wands again today. This is the same energy from the last reading. These are the people that deliberately work to destroy you. This karmic Emperor who teamed up with a karmic Queen of Swords who became a karmic Queen of Pentacles, where he has to adopt that karmic King of Swords energy when dealing with this other individual because of the mess that's been created by their backhandedness, by the betrayals, by the backstabbings that they perpetrated against you and loads of other people. This Emperor in this distorted energy could also have been involved in a three-party situationship involving a distorted Queen of Swords, a distorted Queen of Pentacles, and a distorted King of Swords. Okay, that's definitely for some people. But the secrets, and it's the revelation of these secrets, Page of Swords to the Page of Wands to the Knight of Swords, that is causing the ongoing chaos and conflict that is existing, that is happening today in this person's environment. Because again, there is someone that is traveling around with news. There is someone that is carrying this distorted Emperor's business and this distorted Queen of Swords business out to everyone. And collective, in some ways, it's a blessing and a curse where you're concerned, right? Because in that Knight of Swords energy, they are letting everyone clearly know that you are a Nine of Pentacles, that you are doing just fine on your own, building your own Three of Pentacles, and outing the actions of this karmic duo and every single person that they align themselves with. I'm going to give you an idea. I've done this before about how many people, now again, this could be a family, a social group, a workplace, however it might resonate for you. But collective, so you are aware of how many people this karmic duo work to turn against you. I've got the 8 of Swords, to the 9 of Swords, to the 9 of Wands, to the 10 of Swords. Let that sink in. You need to understand, while your energy coming in as this beautiful 9 of Pentacles, male or female, sticks them in the heart so badly, because you are nowhere near where they hope that you would be. Let's go to the wisdom of the oracle. Is there anything else that the collective should be aware of surrounding today's energy? Is there anything else the collective need to know? Spirit's saying you already know the truth. Deep knowing. That came in right away. You already know. Whatever that might mean to you, collective, you already know. So whatever it is you feel you've been holding in your heart about all of this, whatever you feel you've been sensing, whatever dots you feel you've put together, whatever jigsaw pieces you feel that you've put into place, Spirit's saying, you already know. You know what this person did to you. You know how hard it is for this person to see you as blessed in that 9 of Pentacles energy after everything that they said and did against you, because this individual is now moving through karma with the fates. And as you've heard through this reading, wow, they more than require a leg up at this time. It's coming in reverse. This person feels right now that they absolutely do not have a leg to stand on. Not for what they did to you, not for what they did to others, and particularly surrounding this individual who is taking it upon themselves to expose them for everything that they did towards you. So collective, I am going to leave it here. I will show you the last card that Spirit asked me to share with you, which is the Thinker. Now for some reason, again, as I look from deep knowing to the Thinker card, I do feel that is connected to you, collective. Some of you may have gone into hermit mode about whatever it is you feel that you may have learned about your situation, maybe through tarot, maybe through friends, through family, through other means. But as I look back down again to deep knowing, Spirit is asking you to trust your intuition, to trust yourself, particularly again if this individual attempts, as the readings have been warning, to try to make their way back to you. Because where they're leaving, they have been fully outed for the individual that they are. And it's not pretty what they're moving through right now. So the final message is for you, collective, to trust yourself, to stand firm, and to know, okay, that you are blessed, and that whatever you are doing, you've got this all on your own. So I'm going to leave the reading here, collective. I really, really hope this reading resonated for you, that it provided some wisdom, some clarification, allows you to continue to take definitive steps into your own evolution. And if this reading didn't resonate for you, thank you for sticking through until the end. Please feel free to let it go. Maybe the next reading will be for you, but I am sending everyone all the love and all the light. Have an absolutely phenomenal weekend. Make the most of it, and I will see you again soon. Be well, everyone. Until next time.